Welcome. If you're here, you're probably wondering what Phasmophobia is. Pretty much Phasmophobia is a 4-player game where you and your friends go in and find paranormal activity in a house, and you use all your tools to investigate what type of ghost there is. Phasmophobia is a 1 to 4-player game that can be played with mouse and keyboard and VR, and they can both cross-play together, which is really cool. Apparently in VR, it's like insanely scary. It's scary enough just mouse and keyboard and with headphones. So basically, you and your friends go into a house that's haunted and it's got paranormal activity, and you use real ghost hunting tools to try and track down and find what room the ghost is in and what tools it's being set off, so you can then predict what ghost it is. So there's about 10 different ghosts, and they all have different traits, so each investigation is different, which makes it super fun. It's always never the same. Probably the coolest part about this game is it has full voice recognition, so you can speak to the ghosts when you're in the house. You can ask it stuff, and it will respond. So let's jump right into the game, and I'll show you a few things about it. When you first load into Phasmophobia, this is what it looks like. You load into this little room, and there's a few items you can interact with. But the main part is you get this board. You just click on it, and then you get all these options. Play, training, item store, options, quick game. You get little daily challenges, and on the left it tells you like what your level is and whatever. Before we jump into play, I'm just going to show you there's the item store, and then this is where all the different items are you can buy. And you just click it, and it'll tell you a little brief introduction what it is, and you can purchase. It tells you how many you own. And there's a little training mode, which I highly recommend you play if it's your first time. Then it's got options, and you can mess around with all that. When you start your own game, this is what it looks like. You get a little invite code, and this is what you'd send to a friend, and when they go to join a private lobby, they enter that code, and boom, you're in. You can hide it if you want. No one can see it. So then you come down and you need to select a job, and you pick which map you want to play. There's only like, I don't know, half a dozen maps or something like that. Like Tanglewood Street, we'll do this one on amateur. It tells you the difficulty, a bit about the house, and info, whatever. So select that. Then here you can add or buy items. So here's a whole list of stuff you can add. I'm not going to go into detail about any of that, so I'll just ready up and start the game. So you load in this truck, and it's got this board, all these screens, and you got all these tools and computers, and you don't know what the hell's going on. So basically this computer controls where you see all the cameras and stuff. This tells you a bit of information about the ghost you're hunting, the name and who it responds to, side objectives on top there. And this shows you your sanity, map of the house. You can change it with this white button there. And there's a sound sensor little thing, and this activity shows you the activity of the ghosts inside the house. First of all, you got to grab the key to open the door, and then you grab the tools. Highly recommend using a flashlight. Pro tip, if you want to use a flashlight with another item, pick it up and then hit T to activate this. I didn't know this, and I don't think a lot of people know this, that you can have a light on while having your another item. So once you grab all the stuff, you can only carry about 3 things. You hit this button, opens the door, and make your way to the house. So you open the door and you just start calling this name. You want to keep an ear out for footsteps and stuff falling over, lights turning on, doors opening. Oh, and see there, I got a level on the EMF reader. So this tool just sort of gives a rough indication that there's some activity right here. So I'm going to predict that it's in this kitchen. I think I just saw a plate fall there. So I'm going to drop that on the table. You can leave it on, and that'll stay on the table. So now you know what room it is you want to go grab different tools. So I'm going to leave the camera here, and I'll go grab a couple things. So we grab the spirit box, and we grab the ghost journal, which is a book that it can write in. So we'll go inside, try and figure out which one it is. So if you press J, you have this book that comes up. It's your journal, and you can keep track of all your photos and evidence, and it tells you a bit about all the different types of ghosts, you know, their unique strengths and weaknesses, and then it tells you the evidence for each one. So every ghost has 3 pieces of evidence that makes it that ghost that you're hunting. And it tells you keys that you grabbed, tools, there's some, if you take photos they'll show up in here. So there's 6 pieces of evidence. You have EMF 5, spirit box, fingerprints, ghost orb, ghost writing, and freezing temps. So you can do things like scan for fingerprints if it's touched doors and stuff. Oh, see, now it just talked on the radio. So, and now I can see my breath. So you can see your breath there. So that's an indication that it's freezing. So you have freezing temperatures. The other way you can use a thermometer. And we have the spirit box, which is the little radio thing there. So now we need the last piece of evidence. It's wraith, mare, or demon, which is fingerprints, ghost orb, and ghost writing. So we don't have ghost writing yet, so I'll just move the book, maybe that'll change it. We're gonna just put the camera down here. You just left click and turn it, and you know, I think that's a good angle for the kitchen. I'll just put it there. Then you have to click it to turn it on. That light goes green there. Then you want to turn the lights out so you can see the ghost orbs from the van. So as you can see, there's a thing floating around the kitchen there. So we know now it's a ghost orb. We have our 3rd piece of evidence. We now know it's a mare. And you can come over and read about it, and it'll tell you it's most powerful in the dark. There's an increased chance to attack in the dark. Turning lights on will lower its chance to attack. So we know if we turn the lights on, it won't attack as much. So every house has a breaker which turns the lights on and off. So if it's off, which is red, then you can't turn the lights on anywhere. You flick that on and you got lights. So the ghost can flick that off, I think, and if you have too many lights on, it can blow the breaker actually. So there's a thing on every map, usually there's a bone, and if you take a photo of it and pick it up, you get money for picking it up and you get money for the photo. And if you go to your photos, there's a picture and it'll say bone on top. So you only get money, I believe, for pictures that have writing over top. So once you have all your evidence, you know it's freezing temperature, spirit box, ghost orb, and you know it's a mare. You want to go back to the truck and you gotta pack it up. So make sure you got all your objectives done. I mean, you don't have to do these. You don't have to do anything. You can just leave. You don't even have to know the ghost, but make your best educated guess and click this button, click the button, and you're good to go. So here you are. Click on the screen and it tells you objective 1, which is the ghost, determining the ghost. And we guessed mare. We were right, the ghost was a mare, so it tells you there. You get a little bit of money for the photos and the bone evidence that I picked up. Insurance, I don't really know what that exactly is for. And there's a difficulty multiplier. So we're on the first difficulty, so you get like pretty much nothing for it. Pretty much it ranges from like $50 on amateur. You know, you get 150 if a good match on intermediate, and about 250 on professional if you have a good match. So the ghost has a chance to hunt you when it's inside, and you'll know because your flashlight will start blinking. So hopefully you know where the ghost is when it starts hunting, then you know where you can run away from. And the idea is you want to try and go close the door in another room and hide behind the door, or pretty much hide anywhere away from the ghost. Pro tip, you want to find these lockers and hide in something like that. Perfect little hiding spots. Also closets. So they appear like this, and you can take a photo of them, and it's scary as fucking hell. That was scary as hell. Yeah. I guess the ghost is right there. So it's hunting. Do you want to try and hide in here? Turn your light off. I've been told to shut up and look away from the ghost. You can hear its footsteps outside the door. It's really freaky. When your flashlight stops blinking, that's when you know you can come out and it's safe. The lower your sanity, the more it's going to hunt. The higher sanity, the less it's going to hunt. So you can see I was just getting hunted. Activity was at a 10. We're back up to a 6 right now. And my sanity's at about 25%. So you can see we got 2 of the objectives. We witnessed a ghost event, so it's crossed out. And I used the EMF reader in there, which apparently I dropped. I know I'm gonna die because I'm doing this for the video and I am insanely scared. Like, I don't know why. Oh my god. Look at this. Kill me. Please kill me. Kill me for YouTube. Please kill me. Please kill me? Look at that thing. Oh my god. I mean, I am low on sanity. Oh god. It's really gonna kill me soon. Hope that was a good photo. So now I'm dead. Okay. Yeah, this is what it looks like when you're in multiplayer. Oh, okay. And then it just kicks you. In multiplayer, you can still walk around and hear your teammates in the radio comms. But on single player, I guess it just kicks you, so... Oh my god, I feel like the adrenaline just rushing through me. That's pretty much the game. It's pretty simple and straightforward, but it scares the hell out of you. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give a like if it helped you out, and thanks for watching. What is up with this ghost, yo? I have never seen this. So apparently sometimes this door glitches off. Like way off. I've never seen it glitch this far off. What the? Oh shit.